I mean, look at a raindrop. And it's a drop of water that always made me scratch my head going, why didn't people realize that the earth was round back in the day? Because if you took away gravity, a raindrop would be perfectly round. You know?
It's interesting. I think I don't believe in the globe earth because, there's no measurable curve anywhere. NASA has already been, proven a liar. And you can go, just drive from Florida to me to you, 5 hours. That's so much bend. It's silly. Go on a frozen lake, walk across Lake Erie for, 20 miles. There's no bend when there would be like 566 feet of curvature. It's just not there. You can see Chicago across Lake Michigan, 56 miles, where it would be thousands of feet under the curve. Guinness Book of World Records is like 9 miles of curve missing. There's just so much that you have to like literally close your eyes and turn off your ears to even see it. Like I literally have a book here, 100 proofs the earth is not a globe. Proofs. Like, go back to science class, everybody. Look up proof. It's a proof. The Suez Canal, the one that just got blocked by Evergreen, 100 miles. It doesn't curve. You can walk along it. You can boat it. You can take a hot air balloon. Walk it, man. I hate to be the bearer of, tough news, but we actually matter. This is the center of the universe. There's so much more. There's thousands of continents, not 6, not 7, and people are like, oh, where's the edge? You can't fly with outside the 60th parallel. You will get shot down. You cannot even refuel on gas and get that far. So, like, whatever stipulations people have, it's already been answered. And people way, way smarter than me, military, have already proven it. And it's just silly at this point that people think we're going to Mars and, oh, we went to the moon, 60 years ago, and we don't have the technology to go back. And when the president called the guys on the moon, it was
what would be the purpose of going back? To say
What's
we did
the purpose
it
of going back? That's exploration, man. They say there's so many chemicals. I don't believe we ever went to the moon. I'm taking Stanley Kubrick's word for it. He admitted in The Shining that he faked the moon landing. He changes the room number to a certain room number to 247 or 249 because that's like what the moon, how many thousand miles. Like I said, it's so crazy. 100 proofs. If one of those works, it's proof. There's no measurable curve. We're not moving, and that's
great.
Let
me ask something. Did you ever sit on a beach and watch a sunrise and it comes up?
Yeah.
Or better yet, here's a better example. You ever watch a sailboat come from the horizon?
Yeah, man. You just have to do your research a little bit because Neil deGrasse Tyson even said you have to go up to 120,000 feet to even see the curve. You seeing a sailboat go over the edge is just the edge of your eye limit. It's just vision. If you had you watch it with your eye, yeah, it goes over the edge. Grab a pair of binoculars. Oh, there it is. How the heck would it have came back over the edge? Like I said, man, it's proofs. It's proofs. All it takes is like 5 minutes of research, and most people haven't done the research because they're so indoctrinated by, the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers. But I'm here to break you free, I'm the long-haired, goofy guy with the truth. And I know it's hard to swallow, but, Bigfoot's real. The earth is flat. The moon is a plasma. The sun is a lot closer than they say. How could the beams come right down from 94 million light years away? It's silly. It's enclosed in the system. Like if you believe in God, you don't believe in the globe. There is no God on the globe. Because where would you go in heaven? It's a thought. But in the flat earth, there's a heaven above. It's called the Sheol. It's the ancient Hebrew conception of the universe. There's the moon, the sun, the firmament above, and the waters above that. The only way you can access that is your soul. On a globe, what do? You go through a black hole, through Mars, you say peace to Uranus, and then you're in heaven? No, come on, that's silly. This is the actual process described in the Bible, over 200 verses, fixed, immovable, 4 corners. Like it says it right there. Earth took shape like clay pressed under a seal. Come on, that's not a basketball. Come on, I'm a baller too. I know all about baseball, basketball, football. I know all about space. I've watched the space launches. I've went to freaking, Annabelle Island or whatever the freaking place is called, over in Melbourne. It's all a sham. All they do is shoot the rockets over into the Bermuda Triangle. Like I said, sorry, the 28-year-old goofy guy that barely failed out of college. It's wild. Yeah, peace to Uranus. Finger up Uranus, Squatching Cowboy. Yeah, it's goofy, and the firmament holds the stars and the planets, and they're not rocks. You can't go to Mars on a freaking convertible. It's a deity in the sky, man. They are blinking. It's so wild that it's the people in control have done such a good job of wiping everything under the rug that even wise people that believe in Sasquatch and know that Dogman exists still believe in a freaking globe. I got one right here. Just as a freaking mockery. It's what a joke. Like, they show Antarctica that size, and then you look at a different one, it's a different size. If you look at pictures of Earth, look at Florida. Oh, it's half the Earth. Look at Florida. It's 1/9 the Earth. Like, the land doesn't change sizes. Tectonic plates. There are no plates in a freaking basketball. There are plates on a flat Earth. And if you guys like Vikings, there's 9 levels of heaven. There's 9 levels of hell. All the stuff we represent is inside of us. We're looking like outer Earth, it's all of us.
How old are you again?
28, but energy's never created nor destroyed, we've always existed.
It's a lot of knowledge for 28.
Yeah, just a lot of reading, I don't even bring age into it. There's 65-year-olds that finally found out the Earth is flat, and now they go to conventions, There are hundreds of thousands of people in these conventions, and, like I said, 100 proofs, There's not any books that say 100 proofs the Earth is a globe, because it's not proofs. It's all theory. Gravity is still a theory, How does gravity explain a bubble or a balloon? Like, are they anti-gravity? Are they made with Thanos' magic? No, it's electromagnetic activity, buoyancy, and density. It's not gravity. Like
also temperature. It's also temperature and air being.
I've wrote a lot. I just stay up all the time. My hours are like 28 hours because I've just freaking, hallucinating half the time.
On what?
Hawaiian baby wood rose seeds, which are legal. It's fasting when you stay up for four days, a lot of excess water, different drinks like psychedelic water that Murder Beats made. I'm all about different potions, and accessing what the Native Americans did. Didn't the Native Americans say we used to live on the shell of the back of a turtle? Yeah, of course they did. Just like the ancient Egyptians said the firmament lies above us. I'm just digging into the ancient knowledge, and I've gave up on the new stuff like the Rothschilds.
No, I get that we've been misled in our history and shit, but I don't.
Throw age out of it, throw ego. It's just like I said, you can see Michigan, or you can see Chicago across Lake Michigan. There are thousands of examples of no curvature. Go to Utah, go to the salt flats. That's only like 800 miles of square salt flats. If you go to Bolivia, it's 10,000 square miles. Come on, man. There's no square piece of paper on the ball. Like I said, it's hard, but NASA means to deceive.
I can guarantee there's a curvature over 10,000 square miles or whatever it is. There's a fucking curvature.
No, there isn't, man. Neil deGrasse Tyson said you had to go up to 120,000 feet to even see it. No, they've never seen it. It's all fisheye lens. We're the center of the earth. They're trying to make us not matter and be just a number, a statistic. No, we matter. God exists. Like I said, the idea of God on a globe, yeah, that's cool. But people are misled. Like, literally, the earth describes the Sheol, the Hebrew conception of the universe, a heaven above us. Like, we go up to heaven. Once people start telling you up is not up and down is not down, man, that's in trouble. What, on the equator, they're coming in like this, and then we're coming in upside down, and we do a flip. No, come on. People in Australia are under the same sky as us right now. Like, hell is not between us and Australia. That's just silly, No,
the center of the earth is. Sorry. I'm just saying, dude. You're throwing this out there all matter of factly, and Yeah, kind of picked the wrong channel to do that on.
No, I'm just throwing the knowledge out there. Don't take my word for it. Research it. Everything I've said, just go research it. It literally comes from a book that was published in the 1800s. I'm saying it matter of fact because that's how we have to speak matter of fact. That's how you have to get your point across because people have been perpetuating evilness.
No, you're not a knower. You're an assumer. You're a
dude. I go deep sea fishing. We go 21 miles out. I can still see the buildings on Panama. I know there's no curve in Panama City. At least, come on, man. I've driven from Lakeland to where I live now, 5 hours, and there is not like 5 miles.
I wish one of my moderators was here right now because I would just let her come on and have a nice conversation with you because she's looking for a good flat earther to just chew on.
I'm looking for someone.
But she's not here right now.
I'm just looking for someone to share knowledge with. Mine's straight from a book. Other people is straight from the news. Asking NASA. NASA faked a moon landing. And now they're covering up with stealing billions of dollars. It's classic, man. And I'm not going to stand up for the enemies. And, the enemies, their friends and their fans will take the victim side. It's just knowledge, man. Like, it's just words, Sorry, it's a lot. I know it's a lot. It's the sky falling down, It's planets not existing. I used to love science class, but, there's no curvature.
I know it's in chat. It's in the chat, hon. Just threw out. I had to put something in chat. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. But yeah, man, I just dive into the mysteries of Earth. And, it starts with freaking Bigfoot. Then it ends with the moon being a plasma. And, that has already been said by NASA. And I don't believe we can go there. I just believe in heaven and I believe in the soul. And
what do you mean the moon's a plasma?
They said, the sun and the moon are a plasma. It's an energy. It's a deity. That's why it's transparent sometimes. That's why you can see clouds, and that's why it takes the color of the sky behind it. There's something behind it. It's not a solid rock, and it's not reflecting sun's, light either. Because if you shine a flashlight on a rock, it's not going to shine it off. And if you stand in moonlight, it's actually a couple degrees cooler than not in moonlight. It's all very interesting stuff. And instead of being combative, I'm just trying to,
but you're
stuff. Like, there are thousands of continents, We're limited to 6. I want to know what's beyond the walls. Game of Thrones has some truth.
Where are you coming up with thousands of continents?
There's a bunch of Buddhist maps that show tons of them, and there's other walls and just a bunch of ancient knowledge that, I've collected. But
you don't believe well, obviously you don't believe in the globe, but you don't believe that the land masses on that globe are where or what they're, you think there's more of them on that?
Yeah, there's definitely more. Like if you look at the WHO logo, or the United Nations logo, it's literally a flat Earth map. So that's like the sign of Earth. And then there's a 360 bowl around, and that's, Antarctica. And then that goes for a very long time. But then after that, it breaks into another ocean. And just like in King Kong, they show access to Middle Earth, that they enter in America and then they go into China too. It's very interesting. And Middle Earth, a lot of people are like, oh, flat Earth is like a pancake. No, I'm listening to the Vikings, and it's not flat either. It's just not round, but it is like a plate, and that's how they got the round effect. And Walt Disney has went on these operations. Operation Paperclip started it because that brought over the Nazis. But like Operation Deep Freeze, Operation High Jump, they found the firmament. They found the wall, and they bombed it. The military bombed it, and Walt Disney was on the mission with them. That's why the Kingdom logo, it shoots that star above, creating the dome. The first Pixar movie is called The Edges of Earth. I say it because I've read all this, and once you see it, how could you not, and I've just read all this, and I'm just trying to be the messenger, and really show that I'm standing up for the Bible,